Welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. If you've been here before, you might notice I am not Devin. Devin is away on unforeseen circumstances, so we are interrupting this program for a one-shot. If this is your first time, please visit us on our social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you do your social media. And please consider donating at rollfare.com. That would really help us out. All right. To set the scene, we will introduce everyone around the table because we're all playing new characters. So if you would introduce yourself and the character you're playing this time.
Yep, I'm Ryan, and this time I'm going to be playing Meru, the Turtle Barbarian.
I'm Austin. I am going to be playing, however you say this name, Radime, I think. I'm the one that actually made the name. I can't remember it. Radime, she is a sorcerer.
I am Ben. I am going to be playing Pipes, the Gnome Bard.
And I'm Sarah, and today I will be playing Duke, the Arakaka Ranger.
All right. So we begin. We're actually going to start offshore. The ship has docked in Korlumkolu, a small outpost along the Mwansibi. What's the coast?
Let me look at the notes. Sarah, do you have the notes for the Western Jungle? Mine are not organized like yours are.
Western jungle coast of Seilix.
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 The Mwansibi.
Mwansibi coast. We're beginning with Miru, who spent the night at her brother's house, which happens to be in this outpost. Good morning. Rise and shine. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Had a good rest last night.
Good. Did you sleep well, but better than you do on the ship?
Oh, yes, it's much different from the ship, but I wasn't used to the stillness, you know?
I can imagine that would be a thing. Do you have a minute? You can stick around, and I got a new shipment of scrolls into my shop if you want to take a minute to help me organize them.
Squirrels? Sure.
No, scrolls.
Scrolls? Oh.
Yeah.
I like squirrels, too.
I mean, I certainly don't want to keep you from your ship if you gotta get back, but it'd be a big help.
Yeah, I can help with the scrolls. I don't know if I can read too well, but see what I can do.
All right, so he goes into his front room and he pulls out a crate of various scrolls that he got the night before. There's histories and legends and tales. I need these organized alphabetically by subject matter. Is that something you could help me with?
Yeah, I think I can try that. I have to admit, I don't think I've read very many scrolls, but let me give it a try.
On second thought, you might want to get back to your ship. I'd hate to keep you and get my scrolls disorganized. But it's been nice to see you, though.
Yes, it's great to see you, too. We should do this again sometime. I'll help you organize your scrolls later.
Excellent. So, as you leave the house, you can see the bay, you can see the coast, and you can see the Sandstorm's revenge in the port. The ship is about 120 feet long. It's trireme, so there's 3 levels of oars on either side. The ship is a 150 oar ship. It has 2 masts and anyway, as you make your way toward the ship, you see a familiar face, another turtle you've seen on ship. You don't remember his name, but you see a tiger's eye pierced on one half of his nose and a copper nose ring through his nose. So you recognize that he's the ship's right on board the ship, heading your same way. And he's kind of eyeing you off to the side, just walking silently next to you.
How's it going? It sounds like looks like we're headed the same direction.
You must be one of the lookouts. Am I right?
Yeah, I do keep a lookout from time to time. That's how I looked out and saw you. But yeah, heading home sweet home on our ship.
I see. Did you gather any good stories from the festival today?
It's hard to say. I had a kind of a good sleep, so I'm just thinking so much about that sleep. It's hard to remember anything else, really.
I see. Well, it's good to get off board and take a rest, I guess, at times. I guess this is where we part ways. I gotta get down to the men and make sure that everyone's accounted for. It's pleasure talking to you.
Yes, I'll keep a lookout for you.
In the meantime, the rest of you are sleeping aboard the ship. Because you're in port, you're all sleeping in the ore room, and you can just see the light of day coming in through the windows.
I should not have drunken that much last night. Light is too bright. Wake me up in 5 minutes. And Ratty, that's gonna be her nickname. She rolls over and tries to go back to sleep in her hammock.
As you go back to sleep in your hammock, the quartermaster, a large tiefling man, comes and bangs the gong as loud as he can. All right, men, rise and shine. It's time to get a move on. Everybody up. Everybody up.
Ow. Keep it down. Keep it down.
He hears you and he comes over to you. Who do you think you are? Did you hear me?
Ow. I heard you loud and clear. Ow. Ow. Please don't do that. I'll get up. Stop yelling.
See that you do, or I will throw you off this ship myself. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, what are you doing?
Pipes, he's probably, down in the galley getting some grub.
Nice. So you're down in the mess hall, and you see this dwarven man who they call him Fishy on the ship. It's good to see you down here this morning. Help yourself to breakfast. Luckily we're in port, so we have an assortment of fresh fruits and bread today. Lucky you, I don't have to cook, yeah?
Yeah, well, I thought something smelled fishy down here.
The wisecracking bards. Just take your food and be on your way.
You like it.
You see in the corner, Duke, he takes the bread, crumbles it into crumbs, throws it on the ground, then starts pecking at it.
A strange type, you. So, what'd you say? Ratty?
Just call me Ratty.
Are you heading down to breakfast, or are you still?
I I belligerently, not belligerently, but stubbornly, put my hammock away, tie it up so it's out of the way for the oars, and stumble my way to breakfast.
Ah, late riser. There's still a little bit left.
Hey, Ratty, better shape up before the bosun brings out the captain's daughter.
Yes. Thanks. Yep. Wait, what? Yes, I know. I'm just. Yep.
All right, so
I
as
start walking out and I'm just singing, the captain's daughter, she's alright, she keeps you up in the dead of night.
so, while all of you are at breakfast, you see Miru board the ship and come down the stairs. And
Good morning, everybody. I'm back.
Yes, it appears you are. So, how you like it on land?
It takes a little getting used to, you know. It's been quite a while, but I like the waves more, you know. That movement it's calming.
It's like sitting in the baby's cradle.
Exactly. Not that I've ever been in a cradle.
Alrighty then. I'll let you go down to the mess.
Yes, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get me some food. Hi, fishy.
good morning. You seem to be chipper.
It was a great rest last night. Got to catch up with my brother.
Wonderful. It's a good thing for turtles to go to shore and meet each other occasionally. I hear that you don't see each other all that often.
Yes, especially, you know, when I'm on the ship. My brother can't really visit me on the ship, you know, so I've got to do that when we're in town, back on land.
That makes sense to me. And he hands you the last mango and small loaf of bread.
Ah, feast. Thank you.
So after a little while, there's an Air Janazi who's part of your outfit. You nicknamed Windcutter. And he mutters, well, we'd probably better get up to the mast before Typhoon has to come down here and get us, yeah?
Aye, sir. I think I can manage.
All right, so he leads the way, heads up the ladder at the face of the ship to head up to the oars. You follow?
Yeah.
Duke follows as well.
Yep, I just scarf down my food and follow on.
So but you get up to the top of the ladder and you see another Air Janazi. This is Typhoon. He is the what is the word? He's the midshipmate. So he's and mostly in charge of the sails and the lookouts. You see him hovering 3 feet in the air in lotus position, just singing to himself. And he's you notice about him that he has a moonstone pierced in his left ear and the gold earring in his right ear, just like the rest of you have a moonstone pierced in your left ear to mark you all as lookouts. So he seems very oblivious to everything that's going on, just eyes closed, humming to himself in the air.
Oi, Typhoon.
Huh?
Always having to show off with that hovering business that you do.
He uncrosses his legs so he's standing. He's like, oh, sorry, I didn't hear you coming up. I was just trying to find peace in the sunrise. You Did any of you have nice shore leave?
Oh, yes, I totally did. It was great to totally visit my family again. You know, it's been quite a while. I like to bring them on the boat, but I can't do that. I can't bring them out on the boat. So I have to wait until I get to land to meet them again and, catch up and share stories and get to know them again. It's been so long. So it was a great time.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I nudge Pipes and say, was it totally awesome?
Hey, I like that one.
Oh, beating me in my own game.
Been practicing.
I appreciate it. Can't be the only one around here with the quips.
I've received word from Ellerin as of last night that the winds and the waves should both be favorable this morning if we leave as soon as possible. Are we all ready to ship off?
It's all or nothing.
Good one.
All right, I'll go confer with the quartermaster and make sure that everyone is accounted for. In the meantime, you should most likely check the sail for tears. I know sometimes when we're on land, animals get on board and will chew a hole through it, so be sure you check it thoroughly. We'd hate to have a massive tear while we're at sea. And he goes down to find Burley.
So the sails, are they down or?
Currently the sails are down.
Okay. Ratty, she goes over the sails and just starts using Gust, her cantrip, and just starts trying to build the sails out to search for any tears.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll help look through the cells as they're building and see what I can see with that.
Okay. You two roll investigation checks.
Can I give him advantage?
You don't want to give me an advantage. I have -2.
Okay.
How about yeah.
My investigation's not too great either. But
I'm proficient in it, so I get a +1. But normally it's my intelligence is -1.
How'd you do?
I got 16.
13.
Okay. That's high enough. As you're billowing through the sails, you see a small tear in the bottom right corner, about 3 feet from the corner.
Hey Cutter, looks like we got a tear in the sail.
Of course, we have a tear in the sail. Does anyone have mending? Anybody? Pipes? Isn't that something bards do?
Well, I do minor illusion to make it look like it's repaired.
Can't you just sing it to be fixed?
All right, I
Sing at
guess.
If you want to fix the sail and clap your hands.
All right, I guess we're gonna have to go fix this the old-fashioned way. Does somebody want to go down to the infirmary and get a needle?
I can do it.
All right, thanks, Duke.
So Duke goes down into the belly of the ship and knows exactly where the infirmity is.
Yes. So likely you'll head back past the sails, behind the cabin. When you're back there, you see the 2 navigators, or 2 helmsmen, getting ready for the day, making sure that the paddles are loose and ready to use. And you make your way down the ladder, 2 flights, into the infirmary. On one side, you see bedrolls rolled up against the wall. You see the cabinet of potions and elixirs. You see the medics are washing and drying band-aids and bedrolls, bandages and bedrolls. And then on the other side of the room, you see a chest that's full of hammers and saws and other tools. And beside that, 2 barrels of pitch. And you see the shipwright and his carpenters all huddled together, pretending like they're having a meeting for the day, but let's be honest, they're probably playing tiles. In the center of the room, you see a table that duels as a workbench or a surgeon's table. And you see Ledger, the boatswain, standing across the table from the surgeon or the head medic and explaining to her. So, I understand that you purchased what you need ashore, right? You got everything you need? Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. And you promised that you'll give me an itemized list of everything you bought and how much it cost so that I can balance the books. Yes, Ledger, I know the deal. This isn't my first time ashore. I promise you, I will have you everything you need by this afternoon. Thank you. And he leaves the room, and the surgeon turns to you. She's this beautiful Asimar woman. She has a garnet in her left ear with a copper piercing, and she has a holy symbol of Juanabi around her neck. Ah, Duke, it's good to see you. It is good to see you, right? You're not ill or injured.
No, ma'am. Just came to see your beautiful face.
Oh, you flatter me. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a needle that can be used to fasten up the sails. I got a small tear.
Ah, I see. No problem. Just 1 second. And she opens up the cabinet and pulls out a basket from one of the shelves, digs around for a second, and comes out with a bone needle and a small spool of thread. Now, be sure that you take care of these. I want them back. I would hate to be missing them if I had to sew you up.
All right, I'll definitely come back to see you, pretty face.
Oh, thank you. Have a lovely morning.
And Duke turns, goes back up the stairs, back up to the, where everyone else is. The deck.
Nice. Who wants to try to fix the sail? You make a dexterity with proficiency.
I'm too busy playing with Gust and just making my clothes billow in the wind.
Duke will take it because this is his lady's needle and thread.
All right, go ahead and roll for that.
Is it just a dex saving throw?
Do a dex with proficiency.
So, what's that? Is it just...
Your proficiency is probably +2.
+2, I think.
And you have a +3 for your dexterity, so it'd be 5, +5 to that.
Artificial 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
So you sew it up very well. It's stronger than it was before it was torn. You see Typhoon come back up the stairs. All right, I asked Burley, and we should be ready to set off. Everyone is here and accounted for. Are you all ready?
Aye.
All
Good
right.
to go.
Yes, sir. Just gotta go return this, and I'll be up at my post.
Excellent. I guess that leaves the four of you to lift the sails. Let's, you know the drill, man. Let's start with the main sail, and then we'll go to the small sail. So you position yourselves. You need 2 people on either rope on either side. Who's where?
I'm going to be opposite the tallest person in the group.
I'll take that spot with you, Pipes. Help you out.
Yeah.
All right. So you 2 are on the right side, and
Starwood.
Ratty and Windcutter are on the left side. So everybody make a strength check or athletics?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do athletics
All right.
it doesn't change for
to
me.
get sales up.
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
So 25 total.
21.
Nice.
3.
I need to roll for your companion now. You should be okay. Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
This is so hard.
So
Race you to the top.
you try to pull, and you're not quite in unison with Windcutter. So you're in front, and when you pull, you're lifted up by the sail just a little bit, and then Windcutter pulls you back down. And after a second of fighting with the sail, you get it up almost without incident. No one gets hurt anyway.
Oh, Cutter, you're so strong.
Why, thank you. Are you all right? Were you out drinking last night?
Yes. The turtles make a great brew.
I've heard that. I've never tried it myself. I prefer to just stick to the ale.
I hear it's made from kelp and algae.
And that's why I stick to the ale. Alright, so you get that sail up without incident. I say I get the smaller sail up without incident. So now you're going to need to decide who's going to be the lookout on the main sail, who's going to be the lookout on the smaller sail as we leave port.
Is Duke back from his errand?
Duke is back from his errand now.
I can take the lookout on the main mast.
Excellent.
I'll take the small sail then.
All right. Excellent. So that leaves the three of you to be in charge of tweaking the sail as you go, just to be sure that you catch the wind optimally, especially on the mainsail. So you hear the first mate walk out onto ship. She is a fire genasi, very poised, very collected. All right, men, time to cast off. On my mark, go! And the navigators use the, not the oars, the opposite of oars, the paddles, to push off. And you are now afloat and heading through the inlet. All right, as you might remember, this inlet is about 8 miles long, so we need to be sure to keep a good lookout that we stay on course. We don't head ashore on either side of the inlet. So that is the job of all of you. Report to me or Typhoon or Eloin if you encounter any problems or see anything out of the ordinary. I am going to be in the cabin in a meeting. We received some intel ashore that we need to sort out. If you need us, that's where we'll be. And she turns and goes.
Ratty starts using Gust to help fill the cells and give us a little bit extra speed.
Nice. At the moment, about half of the oars are going. You aren't in a rush to get out of here, so you're going at about half speed. The wind is 8 miles an hour and in your favor, so not strong, but it's helping, and the gust is helping a little bit as well.
Pipes is gonna, start off with a bit of a song as we start shoving off. He says, "Now we are ready to head for the Horn. Way, hey, rolling go, our boots and our clothes boys are rolling upon to be rollicking randy dandy, yo. Heave a pole and heave away. Way,
Hey,
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 roll and
roll,
go.
go.
The anchor's on board and the cables are stored to be rolling randy dandy.
Dandy roll.
Nice. It's good to hear the songs of the sea. The Typhoon comes back upstairs and he says, good work. Just we need to be sure to please Baharu on the way out of here. Hopefully she'll bless us with good weather and not bless us with a storm. I understand the idea that storms inspire strength and force us to become better sailors, but honestly, it's not a blessing I'd like to receive at the moment.
Was a bit of fun.
Indeed. So you sail along about 20 minutes or so. The two crow's nests give me perception checks.
Okay. Miru got 14.
Oh. 11.
11? Okay.
A lot better than I thought it was going to be.
So, Miru sees just barely over in the distance 3 ships that are all facing the inland and heading towards you as fast as they possibly can.
Ships ahead! They're coming on fast!
Do we hear it from down below?
Yeah, on that you hear it from the deck of the ship.
As customary, we shout to kind of make sure everyone, ships ahead, coming in fast.
And I go rush to the cabin and just open it up and say to what's her name?
The minute you open the door, Pyres. What are you doing in here? I told you that we are in a very important
Ships
meeting.
ahead. It appears they are coming towards us.
You see Stoneclaw rise to his feet. He's this massive mountain tabaxi, colored like a white tiger. Let me see them. And he
Is that just a little cat mini?
Yes, that's a kitty cat mini.
okay.
That's
So
perfect for something.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
So Stoneclaw follows you out to the face of the ship, and he looks over to the horizon. He blasted. I can't see them this close. And he goes over to the mainsail and he jumps like 15 feet in the air and uses his claws to climb up to the crow's nest as fast as he can. Doesn't even pay attention to Duke and looks. I recognize those sails. We have to prepare to attack. He climbs down as fast as he came up. Pyre, I need you to organize the artillery crews as fast as possible. Burley, I need you to get every man on this ship on the oars. We need all three lookout crews on the sails. I need artillery 1 to the front of the ship to the ballistas as soon as possible. And he doesn't even wait for confirmation. He just goes off to be sure that all the other officers are aware of the situation. So what are you doing?
Get the boys, enemy jigs off the bow.
As you're preparing yourselves, the Typhoon comes back up with the other 2 lookout sail crews. They all says, okay, Unit 1, you stay on the main sail. Those of us on Unit 2 will take the small sail. Unit 3, prepare to defend. And as all of you are getting in position, Stoneclaw comes back over and says, "It's decided. We will attack ship. We will ram ship number 2 of these 3 as hard as we can. Full sails, full speed ahead. Those of you that can help with the wind, help with the wind. Every other man is on the sail is going full speed ahead. Continue on." And he leaves again.
Ready to fight, Captain?
Let's do a wisdom to see if you how you're doing with the sails.
Just a wisdom check.
Just a quick wisdom check.
Okay. Miru got 15.
I also, Ratty also got 15.
Okay.
1.
Duke got 13.
I have let go of my rope.
Oh, look at that wave.
Got a dagger in one hand, a rapier in the other. Just give him to me. Get him to me.
Well, Pipes forgot which crew he's in, and is eager to fight the oncoming crew, which is fine. You are catching the wind well enough. You've increased your speed to about 10 miles an hour, and you are aimed straight for the ship in the middle. You hear Pyre. "All right, ballistas, ready. Aim. Fire!" And the 2 ballistas shoot off toward the nose of the oncoming ship. One hits dead on in the eye of the other ship, and the other goes a little bit wild. Stoneclaw, who's been pacing back and forth on the ship, making sure everything's in condition, ready to fight, he notices the miss and curses under his breath. You'd think this is your first time on the ballistas, and he grabs one of the bolts of himself. They're about 2 inches thick and about 8 feet long. And he picks it up and he throws it as if it were a javelin and hits the other eye of the ship, which isn't where he was aiming. He was aiming for the first eye, but that's all right. Just as these the bolts hit, your ship crashes right in where the first bolt hit and drives the ram of the ship drives right into theirs. You hear Typhoon yell, "Drop the sails! Protect the sails!" Everyone make dexterity checks.
Okay. It's a 9 for Miru.
19.
18.
18.
All right, so you're able to get the mainsail down fast enough as flaming arrows from the opposing ships are heading towards you. The sail doesn't take any damage. The moment you drop the sail, you see Pyre cast this huge fireball just right in the middle of their ship, and you see her almost shaping it so that it perfectly fits the size of their ship, but doesn't touch where you've just crashed in. And between the fire damage and the damage from the ram, the ship starts taking on water and is beginning to sink. Just as this ship is starting to sink, ship number 1 does the same thing to you and rams right into your side and begins throwing ropes across to lay down boards to begin boarding your ship. And I think that's where we'll stop off and pick up the next session. Thank you for listening.
You have been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.